Hi, it's Steve with Snap Projections to provide an overview of our new snapshots tool. I'm starting today with the outputs from the tool so that you get a sense of what's possible, and then we'll go through the software to show how this can be created. The first example today is a one-page client report. This is taking all of the base client data from the projection and summarizing it in a digestible and actionable way. We have the client's goals, key assumptions, their net worth over time, where their income is coming from, their overall goal funded status, and then the option to add custom text to tailor the page to your client's unique circumstances. In addition to be able to create 1 to 2 page reports, you can also add these to your broader client projection. So here we have an example with a full report with a cover page, disclaimer, and then we've added a snapshot as an executive summary to start off the plan. And this is just going to give your client more context and information up front about what it is that they're going to read to follow. So those are two common examples. I'm going to go now into this software to show you how we can create these for your clients. I'm going to use a sample projection today for John and Jane Snapper, who are about 6 years away from retirement. I've already entered in all of their data in scenario setup, and I've customized the planning page as needed. So now I'm ready to go into the client report. From here, I'm going to go to Report Builder to access the Included Pages section. By default, I have all pages selected, so we have cover page all the way down to recommendation details, including the snapshots section. We have lots of other articles and videos that go much more in depth on how to take advantage of the Included Pages section to really customize your plan as needed. Today, I'm going to primarily focus on the snapshot capabilities. The first option, if you wanted to create a standalone snapshot, is to use this snapshot only filter. That's going to gray out and ignore the other client report pages for the time being so that you can go to Report Editor and customize the snapshot or generate a PDF directly from the top right corner. When you're done and you want to go back to your larger client report, you can click No Filter and that's going to go back to the same order and pages being included. The other option is you can select all by clicking Control A or Command A. You can see those keyboard shortcuts here. And then we'll click Delete on our keyboard to get rid of all of those pages. I'll save that, and then I'll go over to the gallery with all of the pages available for inclusion. And again, we have some shortcuts available here. I'm going to click A and S, and that's going to bring over all of the snapshots for me automatically. By default, we have 10 snapshots available, which typically results in a 2-page report. If you would like to get that to 1 page, usually it'll be 4 to 6 tiles depending on how you've set it up. To make sure that you have as much room as possible, you can go to Print Settings and then use the narrow setting for margins. Within within the included pages, I'm going to customize what tiles I'd like to include. So I'm going to get rid of expense summary. I'm going to get rid of the estate summary, and I can do that a couple different ways. I can drag it out of the included pages section as I just did there, or I can click on it and click delete from my keyboard, or I can drag it over into the gallery section. So now that I have my 6 tiles that I would like to include, I can also change the order. So I'm just going to bring this goal status down to the bottom. So we have goal summary, assumptions, net worth, retirement income goal, and recommendation. And now I can go to report editor to review each of those pages and customize them if needed. So when we click on goal summary, you'll see that the software pre-populates this section with some static text and some dynamic variables that have been brought in from the template variables on the right. So these names and numbers will actually update with any changes to the plan and for any new client scenario that you create. You could add additional commentary or click on other template variables if you wanted to create a new row that references those dynamic variables without having to worry about updating it in the future because it will happen automatically. I'll go to the next page, which is the assumption summary. Very similar experience here with static text and the options for template variables. The net worth summary provides a chart. Similar outcome for the retirement income summary. We have the goal status. And by default, Snap is populating this page with the results of our recommendations calculations from the planning pages. So if you would like to include default text here, you can go to planning pages, run the recommendations, and calculate things like the sustainable and retirement goals. The other option is I can delete the text that's pre-populated here, and I can add my own custom text if desired. So I could add something like leaving a larger estate for your beneficiary. So these are the two potential options for their overfunded status. I'll click next and go to the recommendation summary. And this just provides you with an additional box where you can enter in language tailored to the specific client situation. So I've already written out some notes, and I can just paste that in here. So now that I'm done customizing the report editor, I can either go to report preview and see the report, or I could go to the top right and immediately generate the PDF. So now we have that one-page report that I showed you earlier. You can click Generate PDF in order to download that and share it with your client. If you'd like to learn more about the snapshots and the new client functionality throughout the software, you can go to Help, Help Center, and then there's a number of articles related to the client report and snapshots. We hope you enjoy the new tool. Please let us know if you have any questions and enjoy the rest of your day.